close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today my name is Osetale, and for the making of that dress, these are the fabrics we are going to be making use of. So this one here is a crepe fabric and I have it to be about 3.5 yards. If you have a bigger size, you'll be needing up to 4 yards. You're also going to be needing a matching lining fabric, okay? Then you will be needing stay as well. So the stay I have is about 3 yards. So these are all the fabrics that we are going to be using for the making of the dress. Now we'll place them aside. Now we'll go ahead to drop the pattern. These are the body measurements that I'm going to be using for the sewing of this dress. So the first thing I did was to rule a line at the top of my pattern paper, which is for the starting line. Then I'm going to measure down to the bust line, the under bust line, and the waistline. You come forward here and mark the same thing, the bust line, the under bust line, and the waistline. After doing that, you're going to connect the lines. So guys, after you are done drawing out the line, so here is the shoulder line, this is the bust line, the under bust line, then we have the waistline. So now the next thing to do is to take your shoulder measurement divided by 2, and from that mark you will come down by 1/2 inch for your shoulder slope. Now for the neck width, the neck is very wide, so I'm going to be using 10 inches for the neck width. Divided by 2 is 5, then I'm going to go ahead and mark it. So after marking, you're going to connect your shoulder slope. Now, after connecting the shoulder slope, you will come down here by your round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 to get your armhole depth. And whenever I do that, I have 7.5. So I just marked it. Then you're going to go ahead now to roll it just the way you see me doing. So after rolling the line, you label it the chest line. Now you're going to get the armhole. So this line here, you're going to divide what you have into 2 to get half of it. And from that mark, you're going to go in by 0.75 inch. Then you come to the chest line, you will take your round bust measurement divided by 4. After you are done marking, you're going to use your curve ruler to create the armhole curve. So guys, after creating the curve, now you will come to the bust line. You're going to take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So my nipple measurement is 7.5 divided by 2. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. Then I will come to the waistline and mark the same thing. After doing that, connect the dots with your straight ruler. So after you are done doing that, you will come to the under bust line. You're going to be going out for the bustier contouring. So how wide you should go out totally depends on your size. For my size, I normally use 1.25 or 1.5 inch. If you have a bigger size, you can use 1.75, 2 inches or 2.5 inches depending on your size. Okay, so for my case, I made use of 1.5. So and I marked the same thing on the waistline. Then you're going to come here, you will come in by 1/2 inch on both the under bust line and the waistline. So coming in by 1/2 inch is constant, irrespective of your size, okay? So just go ahead and connect the lines with your straight ruler. So after doing that, now you will come to the bust line. You're going to come down from this line by 1/2 inch, okay? So after marking, you're going to use your curve ruler to create the bustier. So you're going to connect it just like this. Can you see what I'm doing? So after you're done doing that, now you connect from this other line to meet the point just like that. So guys, after doing that, this is what you're going to have. Now this point here, which is the middle point of the armhole line, you're going to connect from that point to meet the curve. So just place your curve ruler on it just the way you see me doing, then connect it. So after you are done doing that, now you're going to come down here by 2 inches. So come down by 2 inches, then you're going to connect it to meet the bust line. So this is a dart that we are trying to create. So just connect it like that. You're going to have something looking like this. So all this part you see me shading out, we are going to be cutting them out, okay? Now, because we took these 2 inches dart, so this line now is not longer long enough. So you are going to go up by 1.5 inches, okay? So you will connect it, you will extend it out. So after you are done doing that, then you will blend it with the armhole. Now, this new line is the line I'm going to be cutting. So the previous line we marked before, we are not going to be cutting it. It's the new line we'll be cutting, okay? Now it's time to take the round body measurement. So at the chest line, you take your round bust measurement divided by 4. You're going to measure the dart, what you have, you're going to add it to your measurement. Then you will be adding extra 1.5 inches to it for sewing allowance. Then you come to the under bust line, you will take your round under bust measurements divided by 4. You measure the dart, you're going to add it to it. You add extra 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So come to the waistline, take your round waist measurements divided by 4, add the dart, then add extra 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. After doing that, connect with your straight ruler. You will see that this line here is not going to be connecting, but don't worry. Just make sure the chest line and the waistline is connected just like this. So this is what you're going to have it looking like. Now for the neckline, so the neck width I said I'm making use of is 10 inches divided by 2 is 5. I already marked it. So for the depth of the neck, I'm going to come down by 2.5 inches. It's a very high neckline, so it's not supposed to be too deep. So I marked 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to go ahead to connect the round neckline using my curve ruler. So guys, after drawing out the neck, this is what you're going to have it looking like. So this is it for the drafting of the front piece. So this is the center front and this other one is the side front. So I'm going to go ahead now to cut it out. So after you are done cutting them out, this is what you're going to have. So these are the two front pieces. Now to draft the back, I've already gone ahead to rule some of the lines. So here is the zipper allowance and here we have the shoulder line. So from the shoulder line, I put my tape, then I measure to the bust line. So this line is the bust line. Then I took the waistline as well. You will notice that I didn't rule the under bust line because we don't need under bust for the back piece. And the zipper allowance I took is 1.5 inches. So now you will come to the shoulder line, you will take your shoulder measurement divided by 2, come down by 0.5 inch for the shoulder slope, take your neck width of 5 inches, then you're going to go ahead and connect your shoulder slope just like this. So after doing that, you're going to get your armhole depth. So for my case, it is 7.5 inches. I marked it. So I just measured to be sure I have my shoulder divided by 2 there. Then I'm going to go ahead to, roll the line out. So after rolling the line, you will divide what you have here into 2. So this is more of like a repetition of what I did when we were drafting the front. So after dividing, you come in by 0.5 inch. On the chest line, you're going to take your round bust measurement divided by 4. Then you use your curve ruler to create your armhole curve. So guys, after you are done doing that, now the next thing is to draw the dart. And to do that, the first thing you will do is to extend the chest line just like the way you see me do. Then you come to the waistline. You're going to take your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mine is 7.5 divided by 2 is 3 point something. So I just marked it on the waistline, on the bust line, and also on the chest line. So after you are done doing that, go ahead and connect with your straight ruler. Now you will come to the waistline again. You're going to take 0.5 inch on both sides of the straight line you just ruled. Then you're going to connect it in form of a dot. Now, after connecting the dart, the next thing you're going to do is you will take your round body measurement. On the chest line, you take your bust measurement divided by 4. You add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Then you come to the waistline, take your round waist measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart and add it. Then you add extra 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. After doing that, you're going to go ahead to connect with your straight ruler. So guys, after you are done connecting, now you come to this end here, you are going to go in by 0.5 inch. This is going to help reduce zipper bulge, okay? So just go ahead and connect it up just like this. Now, because we have reduced here by 0.5 inch, you also have to reduce the zipper allowance by 0.5 inch. So go ahead and connect it as well. So guys, this is what you're going to have. So there's another way of reducing zipper bulge again, which is we are going to be going up from the line by 0.5 inch. So because we did not take side darts in this bustier, so it's necessary for you to also go up by 0.5 inch and connect it like this in a way of trying to also reduce zipper bulge. So all these parts I'm marking now, we are going to be cutting them off, so we don't need them. Now, the next thing you're going to do is to create the neckline. So it's a very deep four corner neckline for the back. So we already have the neck width, which is 5 inches. Now, for the depth of the neck, I'm going to be making use of the chest line, which is a length of 8 inches. So I want it to be that deep. So at the top here, what I have for the neck width is 5 inches, but at the chest line area, it's not going to be 5 inches. So I'm going to be taking away 0.75 or 1 inch from what I have at the top. So what I have at the top is 5 minus 0.75. I'm going to have 4.25. So I marked 4.25. I'm going to go ahead now to connect the four corner neckline. So guys, can you see? So that's how the neck is going to be. I will just extend this line out. So this is it guys for the drafting of the back piece. Now go ahead and cut it out. So after you are done cutting it out, this is what you're going to have. So this is the back piece. Now we are done drafting and cutting both the front and the back pieces. I'm going to be using these pieces now to cut on the fabric, on both the main fabric and the lining fabric. But before we go ahead to cut the patterns on the fabric, I want to cut out the lower part first. So I'm going to be cutting out the one for the gathers first. So you can see the label part of my fabric, right? So here is the height of the fabric, and that's the part I'm going to be pleating. So this fabric is a crepe fabric. Let me show you guys again. So this is it. Here is the label part, and this part, which is normally by 60, we know that a crepe fabric is normally by 60. So I'm measuring it now for you guys to see. You can see it's by 60. So this part is the part I'm going to gather. This is the part I'm going to be, sewing my gathers on. So because I'm going to be sewing gathers there, now I'm going to take the length at this other side. So to take the length, you're going to take away your half length. So my half length is 16 and a half. Place it on the fabric, then go ahead to measure the full length of your dress. The full length I'm making use of is 52 inches, and this dress is going to be going in a way that the fabric will be sewn together with the lining inside. So I added extra 4 inches for that and also for the sewing allowances. So I'm just going to go ahead now to cut it out. Don't worry, if you don't understand what I just said, you will understand when we are sewing, okay? Now I'm going to be cutting out another one for the back piece. So the full length I told you is 52 inches, which is here. I'm going to go ahead to add extra 4 inches, just the same way I did for the first one I cut. So just cut it out like that, then I will tear it up. Now this other one is what I'll be using to cut the top, the patterns that we drafted. So guys, these two pieces now are going to be for the gathers, okay? So I'm going to take one aside because I'm going to be cutting one into two. Remember, our dress is going to have zipper. So I'm going to divide it into two to create space for zipper allowance. So just fold it together like this. You can see. So after you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and use your scissors to cut this part open. So this is the one we are going to be using for the back. So this is it guys. So after cutting in, just fold it together. So this is for the back piece. So that's for the gathers for the back, and this other one is for the gathers of the front piece. So place it aside. Now it's time to cut out the lining. So we are going to be cutting the lining in a different way. So we are not going to be cutting it the way I just finished cutting the one for the gathers. So for the lining, you're going to fold it together into two just like this. So after you are done doing that, you're going to wool a line at the top here, which is going to be serving as your starting line. So guys, after doing that, now you bring your tape. You're going to place your waistline on the line that you just ruled. Then you measure down to your hip line. Then you will take the full length of the dress. So the full length of my dress is 52 inches, which is here. So go ahead and mark it. Now remember that we added extra 4 inches to the length of the gathers. We say it's going to be going inside. Now you're going to minus that 4 inches. So after taking away that 4 inches, mark it, you're going to just add extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. So I marked a total of 49 inches. You come here, you mark the same thing. So mark your hip line, then you're going to mark 49, which is the total of what I have. So after doing that, you're going to connect now with your straight ruler. So just go ahead and connect with your straight ruler. So the hip line, you're also going to rule it out with your straight ruler. So guys, after you are done doing that, now you're going to come to the waistline. You're going to take your round waist measurements divided by 4. So after marking, you're going to be adding extra 1.5 inches to it, which is going to be for sewing allowance. Then you come to the hip line. You're going to take your round hip measurements divided by 4. You're going to add 1 inch for ease. Then you add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. Then after doing that, you're going to rule it out with your curve ruler just like this. So now you're going to come to the end here. You're going to be measuring how wide you want it to be. So for my case, I don't want it to be extremely wide. So I just measure 14 inches. Now from the hip line, I'm just going to curve it to meet that mark that I just made. Can you see? So this is what you're going to have it looking like. Now you're going to go ahead to cut this out. So by the time we sew the gathers to this lining piece, it's going to give us the ball effect of the dress. Now you're going to use that one now to cut out for the back. So just place it on it like this. You're going to give it zipper allowance space. So you can see the zipper allowance I gave it is 1.5 inches. So after doing that, go ahead to cut it out. So after you are done cutting, so just make notches, then divide it into 2. So this is what you're going to have, guys. So this is it for the lining for both the front and the back pieces. So place them aside. Now you're going to transfer your patterns to your fabric, both the main fabric and the lining fabric. So guys, after I was done transferring the patterns to the fabric, so this is what I have. I'm going to be explaining to you guys how I cut them out. So for the center front, you can see I cut it giving it 1/2 inch sewing allowance, and at the end here I gave it 1 inch, and you can see I cut it on fold. So you can see it's on fold, and I cut both the lining and the main fabric. So before cutting, I iron edge stay to my fabric. It's easier to iron edge stay to your fabric before cutting. Okay, so that was how I cut this out. And the same thing here, add 1/2 inch to all the sides. We already add the sewing allowance, so I just added extra 1/2 inch to the side, and here I added 1 inch. Okay, I also cut out both the main fabric and the lining fabric. So the same thing I did to the back. Zipper allowance is here, then 1/2 inch round it. At the end, I also gave it 1 inch. Then I iron edge stay to it before cutting. So guys, this is it. These are all the pieces. So these are the ones for the gathers, the front and the back. And these are the lining pieces. So the lining pieces I cut out, I decided to iron edge stay to them. So you can see I've iron edge stay to the lining pieces. So guys, this is it for the drafting and the cutting of all the pieces that we need for the making of the beautiful dress. So all these pieces is what I'm going to be joining together to make this beautiful dress in our next video. So in order not to miss that video, do well to subscribe, like, and share this video. I will see you all in my next one.